Hello, scholars, and welcome to another day of learning. So we're going to work with subtraction of double digits using an open number line. So when we are using an open number line with subtraction, we always want to circle the first number. First number is always going to be the largest number in subtraction. We're going to circle that so that we can remember to put a hash mark here and write that number below the hash mark. So that is the first part of the setup. Then we are going to underline the number in the tens place one time. That number in the tens place, in this case, the value of the 3 in the tens place is 30. Remember that the number in the tens place is always 10 times that amount. Okay? So in this case, if this is equal to 30, we can make a jump that is worth 30, or we can break it down a little bit. Let's break it down into tens. So that would be 10, 20, 30. But each time we count it by tens. So we're going to count 10, 10, 10. Let's double check. 10, 20, 30. That's equal to 30, but since we're subtracting, we're going to place a minus sign in front of them. Now we're going to underline the number in the ones place 2 times. The value of the 8 in the ones place is 8. The value of any number in the ones place is itself. All right, so now we can either subtract 8, or we can break it down or break it apart into 4 and 4 or 5 and 3. Let's use this next friendly number. Let's try 5. Okay, and we know 5. We need 3 more to equal 8. So, and 3. And again, we're still subtracting, so make sure you have the minus sign. So the very first thing you want to do when you're subtracting using an open number line is to set up your problem. This is called the setup. Once you have set up the problem, then you can start writing the numbers here. Okay, so that's the most important part. If you don't set it up correctly, you're not going to be able to solve. Well, you'll maybe solve it correctly, but you won't be solving the correct problem. So now we look at this, 73 minus 10. Okay, so we're only focusing on the number in the tens place. 10 less would be 60, in this case 63. We're going to put the number here where the jumps meet. 63. Even put a hash mark if you need to. We're not placing it underneath the jumps, otherwise we're going to be off with our counting. So 63 minus 10, make that hash mark, and that would be 53. 53 minus 10, make that hash mark, that is 43. Okay, maybe I need to switch these numbers around. And you won't always know this until you actually are solving the problem. So instead of 5 there and 3 there, we're going to put 3 here and 5 here. Okay. So 43 minus 3, it's easier to subtract that. 43 minus 3, we know, is 40. Okay, let's put that hash mark and write 40. Now 40 minus 5, put the hash mark, and that is 35. 35. Oops, I'm covering up the numbers. All right, so now we're not finished until we write the answer here. So 73 minus 38 equals 35. And we double check to make sure we have everything correct. We wrote down the first number here, 73. We subtracted this number here, so that's 10, 20, 30, 35, and then 38. So we have completed that portion. And then again, our final answer is right here, because remember in subtraction, we are moving backwards on the number line. on the open number line. Thank you for your attention, and looking forward to seeing your subtraction on using an open number line.